For the season, we talked about Louisville being a game that you circled. So what's it feel like to come out and have it for
It feels good. Besides that, I've been in a rough patch that I needed to get out. I had a lot of support from my teammates and my coaching staff, and it just feels good to just be back to my old self. I feel good mentally and physically, so we just move forward and try to get better as a team from here.
What got you out of that little bit of a slump?
My teammates and my coaches. I had a good talk with Coach Cal the other day. I had a good talk with my teammates, and then I called a few other people just to try to get back right mentally, and it helped a lot.
Jacob, at the beginning of the year, you said this game was kind of marked on the calendar. You guys started struggling. Did that still stay the same, or was it just kind of next game up for you guys, or was this still one mark to maybe turn it around?
I mean, realistically, it got to a point where it was just next game. We had to figure out how to get better as a team, and today we got better as a team. After the Mizzou loss, we came back and we had practice. We scrimmaged against each other, and we figured out what we needed to fix. And we did that, and we got a W today, so that's good.
Jacob, were you surprised, the way you've been kind of in a rough patch, as you said, that Cal comes out and says, hey, I'm starting you, I believe in you. Did that surprise you at all?
Was I surprised? No, because he was the first person who was looking out for me when I was down. He actually asked me to come to him. I didn't go to him. He told me to come to him so we can talk. And we had a great talk, and he was very supportive. So I thank him a lot for that. I thank my teammates a lot for being there for me. And when the time came, I showed up.
He said he had at least one of those talks was before the Missouri game, and then it still went bad.
Yeah.
What's worse than awful or something like that?
Yeah, we had a talk before the Missouri game, and I think we had a great talk, and obviously it's not going to happen right away, and we knew that. So after the game, he actually called me back into the office, and we had another talk. He was checking in on me. I was like, I'm okay, coach. It's not going to happen overnight. Just keep trusting in me, and I'll figure it out. And that's what happened.
What's the conversation during the game where you're getting open, you're making shots, they're not guarding you in the middle of the lane? Is it give me the ball, and is Cal saying, hey, this is working, let's keep going?
No. Realistically, we play team basketball, so whoever's open is going to shoot the ball. And obviously my teammates got to a rhythm of finding me in the middle of the floor, and I just executed. There were some possessions where I kind of passed it to Oscar where I should have shot it, but overall my teammates were the ones who found me, and I thank them for that.
Was it all self-confidence? You talked about the conversations with Cal and what was going on in your head.
Some of it had to do with self-confidence, but I was messed up mentally. I wasn't thinking right. Even when I was on the court, I wasn't fully on the court, so it was really hard for me, but like I said, I got through it. I had talks with people, and it helped me, so I'm moving forward from it.
Did you reach the point where you're worried what bad's going to happen next when you're on the court?
No, well, honestly, I probably reached rock bottom. There was no bottom before this game, so I just try to focus on climbing back out of the hole that I was in, and I took a step forward today.
How hard is it to be in that? How hard is it to be in a place like that, and then mentally, and be at a place like this at the same time? You're trying to come out of that while you're under the scrutiny of being a Kentucky basketball.
Someone told me that I need to find my happy place when performing. No matter who's in front of me, I just have to find a happy place where I played my best. And today, before the game, I really focused on mentally finding that spot. And I went into the game, and I really didn't have any other worry but just to play basketball. So it helped.
Louisville's having their own struggles this year, but to get a rivalry win and kind of reset heading into the new year, heading into full-on conference play, how much of a boost is that as a team?
It's big time. Everyone knows about the Louisville-Kentucky rivalry, so it's always a pleasure getting a W against them. But obviously we're focused on ourselves. We're focused on what we could get better at, and even tomorrow we're going to go watch film and see what we can get better at, and for the next game, just win that game. So we're really focused on what we got to do in front of us.
Do you have a sense for what got you in the bad spot? Was there any impetus for that caused you to sort of spiral a little bit?
I don't have a moment. I really don't know how to explain it. The mind is a strong muscle that can take control of your body, so you have to try to fight it every single day. And I was fighting it, and I had people around me to support me, so I thank everyone who supported me.
What's the most important thing you heard during that time?
The most important thing?
Helped it click?
For me, that tough times don't last, tough people do. So I really just battled through it and understood that it wasn't going to last. Like, it's not going to rain always. The sun has to shine someday. So I just kept pushing, had the people around me, and it worked out.
And who told you that? Who said that line?
Bob Rotella.
Okay, so that's the guy Cal has sort of recommended for you guys to talk to.
What does Jake?
You're going to punch back. And yeah, he came straight at me, so I decided to punch back, and that got me going. Not being afraid of the comp that's in front of me, and just understanding that I'm a good player. I put in the work, so results are going to show.
You know, coming to Kentucky, you know, obviously the Kentucky-Louisville rivalry, just to be able to dominate the paint the way you guys did that today, just what does this say for you and Oscar moving forward?
It says a lot, not just for me and Oscar, but for this team, how we can play basketball, how we can play winning basketball. That's what we played today. We shared the ball. Obviously, we had some turnovers that we shouldn't have, but that's part of the game. So, like I said before, we're going to go back, watch film, and see what we can get better at moving forward.
Jacob, when they went in the zone, the middle of it seemed wide open for you. Did your eyes kind of get wide there with all the space?
Yeah, I don't understand why it was so wide open. I'll turn, and there'll be nobody there. And like the first time I did it, I was like, whoa, like it kind of caught me off guard, and I missed the shot. And I was like, okay, if they do it again, I'm gonna make the shot. And they just kept leaving me open in the paint. And the one time they didn't, I just dumped it off to Oscar. So if teams want to play us zone, it's gonna be very bad for them because we have shooters and we have guys who can play the middle.
When you got going early like that, just what did that do for your confidence?
It helped a lot, but it started with my teammates believing in me, my coach believing in me, just understanding there's people around me who believe in me. That definitely helped me go.
You said you got into a dark space. How dark was it? What was going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, my mind, everyone's mind is a strong muscle, and it could take over at any given moment. So you have to learn how to fight it every day. And I was struggling for a bit, and honestly, I didn't know where else to go. I was in a deep hole, and I had my teammates, my coaches, I had people around me who were supportive and believed in me and believed that I was going to get out the hole, and I just needed to believe in myself, and they helped me with that. So I thank everybody who helped me.
What was that darkest moment like for you?
It was rough. I got to a point where like I would just sit in my room and just like think about life and like think about the wrong things and understand that like this isn't life and death. Coach always says it's basketball. We're playing a sport that we love, so I had to understand that like a missed shot, a turnover, a bad game isn't life or death, and I understood that.
Having Oscar there in your corner too, how much easier does that make it? Because he's always positive.
Yeah, 100%. He was positive with me. He always checked on me every day. We spoke spiritually about God and understanding that we have to trust the process. So I thank him, and I thank everyone else, like I said.
Jacob, what do you think this does for you going forward?
It does a lot for me, but as a team, we played very well. We played winning basketball today, and we just have to build off it and continue to play that way.
How much did this team need a win like this? They wouldn't go away early, and you was able to put them away late. What's a win like this do for you guys?
It does a lot. It's a rivalry game, so we took pride in winning this game, but also it shows us who we can be as a team, and we understood that. So now we just have to build off it and just gain momentum and keep going.
How much different was the atmosphere? It's the first time you played in this rivalry game here in Rupp. How much different was it?
It was loud. It was one time early on in the game, we went on like a little run and it got like really loud. So I was like, oh wow, like it could get loud in here sometimes. So it was fun to play.
How weird was it to see Zan wearing that U of L jersey?
Yeah, I spoke to him before the game. I was like, yo, like you look crazy. And like he didn't even talk to me before the game, I guess because like he's on the other team and all, but after the game we had a good chat and discussed some things. So that's my guy. So he's always gonna be my guy.
How do you hold on to that?
Your three things.
My three
What are your
things is rebound, defend, and just all-out hustle plays. And realistically, that's what I actually yesterday watched film on Tyler Hero and how he played his off-ball defense, and actually helped a lot because I seen it. He didn't like stop moving his feet, so I really focused even in the game. Like I was just thinking about that film and understood like how I got to bounce, and that energy will attract more energy. So really, just playing defense, doing the hustle plays and all that helped with my offense.
So I was gonna say, does that help almost take your mind off of
Definitely.
overthinking the offense? If you're just
definitely.
worried about something that you know you can do, but by sheer effort and energy,
Yeah, 100%.
Frees you up.
It helped a lot.
What made you watch Tyler Hero in specific?
Someone who I work out with, Kevin Gallagher. He's not a manager. He does film for us, and I work out with him all the time. And he just told me how Tyler Hero was so good off ball defensively. So I was like, all right, he told me let's watch it, and I was like, okay. So we watched it last night, and like honestly, like all last night, this morning, I was just thinking about just defensively how I can be good. Yeah.
Because that guarantees you're good at something.
Yeah, definitely.
Even on your worst offensive day.
Definitely, yes.
Jacob, Cal talks about sometimes how coaching here is like wearing a heavy coat every day, every minute of every day.
Coaching and playing.
Pardon?
Coaching and playing.
What is it like as a player here?
It's the same thing. You're wearing a heavy coat every day. You got to live up to the expectation of playing Kentucky basketball. We have a brand to play for, and we have to do our best every day. And sometimes we don't do our best, and the fans get on us. And we got to understand that we have to stay within the team, within the organization, and not worry about all the critics saying what they want to say. And that's everyday process that we're building off of.
Is it hard? I guess you probably have to stay off social media, probably, like after losses and stuff. Like some people log on to disconnect, but
oh my gosh,
it's probably not a release for you.
It isn't. I stay off social media. Like at this point, like I'm like on social media like for NIL deals, and that's it. Like honestly, like I don't even go on social media to look at what people say. I don't contact anybody on social media. Like I talk to my friends via like my phone message, iMessage. So social media is a very toxic place, especially when we're losing. So I try to stay off of it. My teammates try to stay off of it.
So where's the healthy balance? Where's the healthy balance, or is there?
I mean, the healthy balance is staying off social media. Like we had life before social media, and like a lot of people forgot about that. Honestly, like I could live without social media. I don't need it. I have the people around me who I need to talk to. So social media is just a toxic place that a lot of people don't need to have or be in.
Thank you.
Have a good New Year.
Thank you.